the I-70 in Pennsylvania. So this is what we got to deal with before the snow comes. Is the next few months, we're driving in the mountains, we got fog. A little fog. Clears up, and then it gets dense. Clears up, then it gets dense. So keep your distance. It's a little pointer from BigH Trucking. All's well. My second video in 2 consecutive days. For those who don't know, I am a prime lease operator. Going on a year next month, the 6th of September. I'm looking for a topic to talk about that I came across. The old debate whether autonomous vehicles are going to take over the world. What I didn't realize, after doing some research, that at least the Ford Motor Company is going to stop making the combustion engine for most of their vehicles by 2025. By 2030. Totally eliminating the combustion vehicle. Meaning they're not going to make any engines that run on fuel. It's all going to be electric. Interesting. They also got into a discussion about how artificial intelligence, or AI and robotics, are going to really decimate the service industry, which means cars and trucks, taxis, limousines. You know, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Tesla does have a self-driving car. I actually saw a video on it yesterday afternoon while I was waiting to get loaded. Guy plugged in, I guess GPS, didn't get specific, and it picked him up in front of his office. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. Actually backed out of the parking spot, rolled around the building, went through stop signs, a little bit of traffic, and videoed the whole process. Now look at that shot right there. That's beautiful. A little fun. Anyway, they filmed the whole process, and it stopped exactly where he wanted it to stop. Then he proceeded to get in the car, drive down the street, reading the newspaper, reading a magazine, he was reading something. Never looked out the road once. And the car did it all. It sends shivers up my backbone because, you know, I grew up when we were still using smoke signals to communicate. I'm only kidding. Wall phones, which most of you guys who watch this have no idea what a wall phone is. Basically, it was a corded phone. There was a phone line coming into your house that plugged into the back of the telephone. That was pretty much permanent, stuck on your wall. So I grew up in that era. I grew up in where TVs were the size of refrigerators, like the ones in your Freightliner. Can't say much for Peterbilt's refrigerator, but and they only have black and white. To 35 stopping at stop signs, lights, making turns, going the speed limit, stopping when it needs to stop, without a human being controlling it. All done by computers. So, it's here, folks. We're not going back. Technology is on a pace which is unfathomable how quick it's just eating up the world. Right in front of our eyes, we don't even notice it. Yeah. I guess what I'm alluding to is that the trucking business. I know some of you are rolling your eyes. All you need to do is work out a couple of kinks, which more it means weather-related situations. The trucking industry is going to be going driverless. If you don't think that's going to happen, there's no way. You can't trust it. People, the software that they're writing is for artificial intelligence is beyond our frame of thinking. We can't wrap our brains around how far advanced it is. We can't imagine it. And I say, by 2030, which is less than 10 years away, the majority of the trucks running on the road, cars, what have you, are going to be self-driving. So how are people going to survive? And that was one of the questions that arose. Well, they're starting to sprinkle that in our world. It's called UBI, Universal Basic Income, where they're going to give every citizen X amount of dollars per month. And what they said was what really blew me away is that goods and services are going to be beyond cheap because of technology. Robots and AI are going to make things so efficient that they're not, you're not going to have to charge a lot of money for whatever they're doing. Building, shipping, etc., etc., etc. It's all going to be run by software, all computers. Now, part of me thinks it's a little far-fetched, but the way technology's come, hey, whoever thought 10 years ago that you had a computer in your pocket? We don't even call it a cell phone. It's a computer in your pocket. Be anywhere, as long as you get reception. You can look up anything. You can book dinner reservations while you're walking. You can schedule stuff. You can email. I mean, who thought 10 years ago you would be able to have a mini computer in your pocket, wireless? Pretty interesting and scary at the same time. God, how many jobs are possibly going to be eliminated? What are humans going to do? have no idea how it works. All I know, it's reality. It's happening right now. What do you guys think of that? So here's the deal. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be on vacation. I'm never going to have to work again. It's going to become a cashless society. I hope you guys know that. The days of cash are coming to an end. Everything's going to be tracked. So now you can't work off the books. You get paid in cash. Because everything's digital. This world's changing. And I don't know if it's for the better. I have no idea. But if you guys think I'm talking out of my backside, it's all over YouTube. Plenty of articles on it. Research Axie Infinity. Blow your mind. You know, it's virtual. You can buy virtual land. 5 years ago, you could buy virtual land at the central land or Sandbox, and today they're worth tens of thousands of dollars. Another thing that blew my mind. Folks, the world is changing at a pace never seen before in the history of humans. Never. So I don't know what billions of people, forget about billions of people around the planet are going to do for work. I don't know. I guess it's all going to be about programming and writing software and maintaining these robots, oiling them up. Hey, listen, I don't know if you've heard, there's another thing. Tesla's developed a robot that can dance, that can pick up 150 pounds, that can walk or run, however you want to say it, 5 miles an hour, and it looks like a human being. To hit the markets by next year. Fascinating and mind-boggling at the same time. So for your younger folks looking to come into trucking, not to scare anybody, I think it all changes in 10 years. There are trucking companies right now that do have, I guess, computer-controlled trucks, even though there's a person inside of it. I have to see it to believe it myself. I'm skeptical. I don't know how it's going to work in snowstorms and fog and over mountains and such. Because I know my camera and all my lane departure signals go bananas when it fills up with snow. So I like to see them perfect that, but if they can put satellites in the air and send a man to the moon, certainly they can figure that out. Folks, way smarter than I am. Anyway, sorry to... Well, you know what? I'm not sorry. Because this is what's going on. So I'm just bringing you some news that may or may not be of interest to you. Those who were investors, good time to maybe invest in some AI and some robotics companies. Research that. Digital currency that I'm always promoting. You know, Bitcoin's closing on 50,000 for a reason. And if you don't think banks and big institutions have adopted and are adopting Bitcoin, you're not paying attention. Welcome to Breezewood. This is my stop. I ran last night, did my whole 398 miles. It's a short run. I only have to go 500, and the road doesn't have to be there at 1 o'clock tonight. Get some fuel. Yeah, I know, it's expensive in PA. But you know what? I run PA a lot, so I want to offset some of the IFTA taxes with some fuel. I'm not going to get much. It's 40 gallons. But, yeah, folks, man, you gotta check this. You gotta look into that. You really need to look into that. Everybody's still sleeping around here. Anyway, I'm at the TA in Breezewood, one of my favorite stops on the East Coast. It's got the Dunkin' Donuts and a few other amenities. Got a good pizza place, Italian food. They make a great pizza and really good meatball parmesan or whatever you guys call it in the other parts of the country. I call it meatball parmesan from New York. Hero or dinner. This guy's going, what are you doing, bro? Oh! What are you doing? Park over there! No consideration. The guy parks right in front of me. This is the things that really... He pulls up. I don't know where he's going. He's going to Dunkin' Donuts or something. Couldn't park. Anyway, those are little things that irritate me. Just people, kids today, the youth. I don't know how you guys grew up, man. I don't get it. Nobody ever gave me a boot in the butt, huh? You get a boot in the butt. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I just lost my train of thought because this kid just parked his truck right in front of me. Still can't get close enough to get the fuel in my tanks. And he's walking casually like he's going to the beach. I guess to go down to Dunkin' Donuts and wait on a line, it's probably 12 deep. So that irritates me. But anyway, I can't let stuff like that stress me out because life is short. Enjoy your day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking a ride with me for the last 10 miles or so. I've got a lot of footage on my GoPro, so I'm going to have to kind of download some of this stuff now that I'm stopped. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just blown away by what I read and what I've witnessed on these videos I found yesterday afternoon. Like I said, waiting at the 90. Couldn't believe it. Still can't believe it. I still think it's science fiction. But it's here. Right in front of us. How are you going to fly planes? Didn't say anything about flying planes, man. But time will tell. All right, guys, listen, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe. Make good decisions. And be happy. Peace out.